All right, so I'm going to try something really stupid today. And I'll explain it. I've done this once before. But there's a commenter that told me that there is absolutely no reason for a bicycle to go any more than 15 miles an hour, and that bicycles do not belong on the road, and that we need to ride on the sidewalk because this is where we belong, and that we need to stop at every entry point for a car and check and make sure no one's coming in, because this is the safest way for us to ride. Now, I'm only doing this here because right now there's no marked bike lane. They just repaved the street and they haven't marked it yet. So further on the road, I will ride in the marked bike lane. That's where they say that, well, this guy says that we are allowed to ride only in the marked bike lanes, and that's it. We have no place on the street. Make sure no one's coming. Now let's see how effective this is. Oh man, there's stuff hanging over the sidewalk. Holy cow. Okay. Wait, all right. This is the marked bike lane. Now I'm only allowed to go 15. I'm not allowed to go any more than that. So that's second gear. See that? This little indicator right here tells me what gear I'm in. I'm not even pedaling now. So usually this cadence in this gear, third gear actually, is the right speed for 15 miles an hour. All right, so I'm going to have a lot of time to talk today. Basically, the reasoning behind this is that I didn't pay to use this road. I don't deserve the road use, and this bike lane is a courtesy out of the kindness of the hearts of the people that drive their cars to allow me to use it. Okay, so here we go, back to the sidewalk because there's no marked bike lane here. And I can only go up to 15 miles an hour. Now, to be honest with you, I don't even want to do 15 on this sidewalk. It's too narrow. Oh, there's an entryway here. Okay. Well, it's a pedestrian one, so we won't worry about it. The pedestrians are, you know, they're nobody either. Only people that drive cars are somebody. Pedestrians are nobody. So we have to treat them with disdain just as much. I'm going too fast. Okay. Now I have to stop and look. Make sure no one's coming. And then go. Now here's the sad part. I won't be able to pass this person up here because there's not enough space. So what do I do in this situation? On your left. Hi, passing on your left. Passing on your left. Hi. Sorry. Okay. So now, here's another entry point. Nope, no one's coming. Which way do I go? I'm exaggerating this a bit. Actually, I'm exaggerating this a lot, and I'm doing it intentionally because I want to make a pretty major point here. The point is that this is really ridiculous. That the idea that the road that cyclists before me fought for and petitioned for and voted for and all that good stuff is being removed. Not removed, but that I don't have the right to it because somebody thinks that I didn't pay for it. Yeah. Now, did I pay for the road? Did you pay for the road? The answer is no, you did not pay for the road. Well, actually, no, it depends. If you paid income taxes, you probably did pay for the road. And if you bought stuff, I'm sure you paid for the road. Actually, I'm supposed to walk on a crosswalk. I'm not actually supposed to ride the bike when I use the sidewalk. So we'll probably do that a little bit further down the road. This is a bike lane. It needs to be remarked, but this is a bike lane here. You can see the line right there. It got tarred recently and they just haven't remarked it. Oh, yeah, no, I'm in the right gear. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going too fast. Okay, now, crap, what do I do here? This bike lane ends. Let's see. Maybe I'll get up. Put it over here, ride a little bit, because there's no marked bike lane here. What do I do? Oh look, the marked bike lane has returned. I guess I'll walk out to it. And I'll continue riding. How's that? Oh, there's no bike lane here now. Now what do I do? Well, I guess I should go over here to this crosswalk here and walk. Yeah, that's what I'll do, because there's no bike lane here, so I'm not allowed to use this part of the road because I didn't pay for it. Right? That lady's looking at her phone, but that's okay. She paid for the road. She's allowed to do that. All right. Here's the marked bike lane. Remember, 15 is my max. There's no bicycle should ever go faster than that. Hold on. This is just something you got to see anyway. I hope you can see this. Ah, there it is. There's a V22. A couple of V22s coming in. Hopefully you can see those. It's pretty cool. All right, let's get back to being dumb. That house is kind of cute. So now this means that whenever the bike lane ends, I'm not allowed to use the road anymore, so I have to find an alternate method. So I either have to take to the sidewalk or I have to walk. Because I'm not going to ride in the gravel there or the dirt. I'm going to have to walk in that. So what would I do in this situation? Well, that is a construction zone, so I'd probably have to walk the entire way. Okay, bike lane ends. And there's no sidewalk. So, this is what I have to do, and I have to avoid the road as much as possible. So I'm not on the road because I didn't pay for it, even though I did pay income taxes and I do pay sales tax on stuff. All that money goes to the road. I didn't pay for this road, so, you know. Yeah. I think I'm just going to walk up to the corner and then walk across the crosswalk. And then I'll get on the sidewalk and start riding there. That's what I'll do. You know, I really hope my battery lasts long enough to accept this challenge. through this glass here. A lot of broken glass right here. This stuff will cut up my tires so fast. Alright. Let's continue. Alright, here's an entryway. No one's coming. Here's another one. Hey, check out that car back there. No one's coming. Oh, a couple of old ones. Nice. Oh, this is pretty tight. Airmail. There's no marked bike lane here, so this is the only way I'm allowed to ride. I'm not going to consider this as a pull-in because it's all blocked. No one's coming. Alright. Trash cans. I guess I could push it back? I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to touch other people's trash cans. Hey, that thing's not licensed. He didn't pay for the road. What the heck? How does he get to drive on the road? He's not registered. He didn't pay the registration fees. Oh wait, it's because he's going to a job site. That's the only reason. Ugh. What is this? Let's see, how am I going to do this without getting on the road? I guess I'm just going to have to walk across this. This would knock me down. Oh no, I stepped in the gutter. Oh no, I didn't pay for that. Crap. What am I going to do? Oh shoot, Myrtle. I didn't pay for that footstep. Oh man. Can't get my foot in the cleat. You know, I don't have this much trouble when I ride on the street. This is, I'd probably do just as well walking. Is there anyone coming? Make sure no one's pulling into their driveway. Oh, there's one here too. Alright, when I get to this construction zone, maybe I could risk riding on the sidewalk. I pay for the sidewalk, but sure no one's coming in. I don't see how anyone really could come into there, but This is the ideal way to travel on a bicycle. It's the only allowed way is I stop at every place where people can turn in, and I make sure that it's perfectly safe for me to continue. Well, I don't know if anyone's going to come through the construction zone, but I can't even get out of my first gear. Have to beware of the dog. More trash cans. I can't enter the street, so I guess I can move it. I don't see anyone coming. I didn't look properly. Darn it. All right, now regardless of whether this light is green, I have to stop. What do I do if a car blocks my way? There is a potential for someone to come this way. Hey, buddy. I don't like being close to dogs, especially if they don't know me. All right. Look and see. Is anyone coming? No. Oh. Yeah, actually, I'm still supposed to walk across these and not ride. I'm gonna ride though, because it will make it a little bit faster. How's it going, man?
What's up, man? You good there?
Okay, there is a marked bike lane here. So I can actually use that. Let's see, I can go down right here. Alright, should I use the bike lane? No, I think I'll go this way because it will be a little bit faster, because down there I'll have to walk on the crosswalk. But 15 is as fast as I'm allowed to go. I debated wearing my jacket and gloves and hat. Kind of glad I did. Good morning. All right, so while I've got a little bit of time here, So yeah, in truth, my registration does not pay for the street, does not pay for the right to use the street. It is a tax imposed on the ownership and the luxury of owning a motor vehicle. I own 2 motor vehicles right now, and I pay registration on both of them every year. I also pay insurance on both those motor vehicles. Full coverage on one, and the other one's a piece of junk, so it's got liability and bodily injury and good morning and uninsured motorists and stuff like that. So yeah, I pay for insurance on that. Here's the interesting thing. My liability insurance doesn't cover the vehicle. It does, but it also covers the driver of the vehicle. And it covers me no matter what I drive. It covers my wife no matter what she drives. Our liability insurance covers the drivers. So if someone is driving my vehicle, someone that's not one of my drivers, or one of my family members, they have to have their own liability insurance. The vehicle also has its own coverage, so both are covered. My liability insurance covers even when I'm riding my bike. So if I do something dumb and I cause an accident, or I crash into a car and scratch it, and it costs $200 to fix it, well, my liability insurance will cover that for you. Good morning. How are you? So in essence, what I'm trying to say is, I do pay for the road and you're denying me the right to use it. Good morning. I pay for the road with my taxes and all that good stuff. Your registration pays for the damage you do to the road. That's it. All right, back to the sidewalk. I got to downshift because yeah, let's ride over here. Hey, would you look at that? The light turned in my favor. I don't know, should I have ridden that little corner there? And tomorrow, I'm going to take this exact same route. And I will do it as I should. Because like it or not, there are laws and provisions that allow me to ride the way I do. Now here's the question. There's a turnout right up here. Do I need to stop? Can I just keep going? Do I need to stop and make sure all traffic passes me? Am I allowed that, or? No, I didn't stop for the pedestrian. I was too busy gabbing. Sorry about that. We all make mistakes, and that was mine. Darn it. Now what happens if a car enters the bike lane? You know, is he allowed to do that? Is the driver allowed to use the bike lane willy-nilly to do whatever they want? Or are they restricted from that because they didn't pay for that, right? Or did they? Now I can't go left here because that would take me on the street. I have to only go right. I'm sorry if anyone's waiting for me to turn because I'm not allowed to go any faster than this. Ugh. So do I have the right to complain if someone does something? Someone passes too close or hits me with their mirror, sprays water on me, throws something at me, hits me with their car. Am I allowed to complain, or is that right gone because I'm on a bike too? You know, what are these rules here? If I'm only allowed to go this fast, I'm only allowed to ride in marked bike lanes, and I must ride on a sidewalk when there's no marked bike lane, and I must stop and look at every entry point and yield to all traffic, all vehicle traffic, then where do my rights begin? Do I even have any? Things you got to think about. Now, if I were riding in the street and riding like a vehicle and doing everything I should do as if I were driving a vehicle, with the exception of a few things, like I'm allowed to ride in the bike lane. Now, should I have stopped there and just stopped and waited for him to go, or was it okay for me to continue? I need to know these things. Anyway, if I'd been riding in the street and obeying all the laws there, I am granted certain rights, but I'm also granted certain responsibilities. Okay, so in order to do this, I need to turn left here. So in order to do this, I have to do it like this. Oh, I'm not even in the bike lane. I'm in the wrong section of the road. The bike lane is where I belong. You know, this really rough patch right here. That's where I belong. I'm not allowed to go outside of these two white lines. Now, does that mean my shoulders are not allowed to go out there, or my wheels are not allowed to go outside of it? What's the answer here, folks? Tell me. All right, so the bike lane ends right here. Now, back to the sidewalk. Let's go over here, make sure no one's coming. All right. Because I'm riding on the sidewalk here, I'm gonna have to walk across the crosswalk. There's not much traffic right now, so I don't have to contend with a lot of cars. If it was about 8:30, I'd probably be dealing with a lot of traffic. But I'm not. Well, I'm almost at work now. I have no idea how long it's been taking, but I'm hoping my phone's lasting, and I'm hoping the GoPro lasts. I should probably end it here. All right, I will, right here, just in case. Click those buttons if you dare, and ride safe. Don't do this silly little experiment. And I'll be seeing you on your left eventually. So now what happens? Golf ball. I'm going to yap a little more. All right, so the history of the paved road. Roads have been around for thousands of years, but paved roads, as we know it today, have been around since the late 1800s. A lot of people think, oh, they made paved roads for cars so that cars could use them. But that's not the case. The actual truth is, paved roads were made for bicycles. They were made wider for cars, but at the time there was pedestrian traffic, horse and buggy traffic, and bicycle traffic. Bicycles were starting to become really popular because people didn't have to feed it and house it. Cars really had not been done yet. Oh, I think I missed the walk signal. Whichever one goes first, we'll go that way because I got to go catty corner here. So the cyclists all got together, said, hey, we want paved roads. And they pushed and pushed and pushed and made it into a government thing. And the paved roads were free for the use of all. They were paid for publicly by taxes. It didn't go. I guess I'll have to hit it again. Maybe it didn't sense it. I don't know. Anyway, the only downside of the paved roads at the time was that it prevented horse traffic. Why didn't my light go? Well, that's two. See, I'm not allowed to enter the road because it's not. Looks like I'm gonna have to walk back and go around, you know, because I'm only allowed to use the crosswalk. Yeah, let's go this way. And we'll just make a big U. Reindeer. Okay, let's see. Missed it. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to push this one as well. And we'll go across. If that one doesn't turn, then we'll go that way, and there's another crosswalk up at that light. Huh. Must not work. We'll just go that way. All right, I'm not allowed to ride against traffic. It's against the law. Well, you can if you're on a sidewalk, but I'm not going to. Yeah, maybe I will. Forget it. We'll do it. Driveway. Well, no one's going to enter this way, so there's a median there now. Anyway, yeah, the roads were made for the use of everyone. And then they started making automobiles. And people think they made the road for cars, but really, they made cars for the road. Because they said, you know, that's pretty good stuff there. It makes a good surface for these round wheels, and let's put a motor to it, and we can do some cool things. In fact, made motorcycles for the same reason. All right. Let's let him go ahead and go. And then we'll cross. And I'm gonna have to walk through all this stuff over here because I can't ride over there. You know what? This is the end. I'm riding the rest of the way. Why? Because I can. This was a entertaining and ridiculous experiment. Hope you enjoyed it for the hour and a half that it took. This is 15 and this is as fast as I should be going on this street. All right, have fun.